Hey guys, it's Eric here, and thank you so much for watching my video today. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make money by just doing a podcast. But before I jump into the episode, why don't you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also smash that subscribe button if you enjoy hearing seeing videos about how you can make money online, how you can make money as an independent contractor, and just hearing different resources for your everyday lives. So I'm going to jump back over into my other browser here because I want to show you the website that I found where you can make money for different podcasts. And if you are not familiar about what a podcast is, it's basically a digital version of maybe like a TV show or a radio show. It's something that you can record and put online for people to download and listen to, no matter where they are. And it's basically it's a series of episodes. So say like if you have, a business that you want to talk about or a certain niche that you want to talk about, you can start creating podcasts for that where you talk about that. So that a website that you can use to start bringing in money from your podcast is called Anchor. And what Anchor is, it's a totally free website where you can start building your podcast up and you can make money at the same time by being matched with different brands, where you can basically play an ad during your podcast. So I'm just going to walk you a little bit through the dashboard here. I just personally set this up myself, but this is Anchor right here. So when you get signed up, it will take you here, and it'll take you through different steps of how you can, start the process of making your first podcast episode. And if you are, not comfortable with making like a longer like podcast show or episode, you can make like a shorter trailer just to get your podcast going and just to see what it's like. So it takes you through this process of just setting up your first episode and just setting up your podcast all together. So you will choose your name and you'll choose, the cover art for your podcast. And the thing about with Anchor is it'll be shared. You can put it on the other platforms that usually normal podcasts are on. But I'm just going to take you down through this setup process here. So they have you setting up your podcast station basically for the first time. It shows you about distributing your podcast. So you can put it on Spotify, you can put it on Apple Podcasts. So anywhere podcasts are usually distributed, you can put it on, and you can also learn more about distributing your podcast here. This is where the money making comes in. So if you're interested in monetizing off your podcast, you can enable where you can get matched with certain brands, or you can sign up with certain brands, and certain brands will want to sponsor you, and that way when they sponsor you or you get matched with a brand, you can record like a short ad with your voice in your podcast, and you can insert that like as an ad in one of your in between like your podcast episodes. So really cool way of making money while you are doing your podcast. They also have where you can get listeners, by telling people about your podcast, and as soon as people start listening, they'll start getting together your analytics and just how your podcast is performing. So this is my dashboard right here. I'm going to take you over here where it just gives more information about its features. So it's unlimited free hosting, so you never have to worry about paying for your podcast to be hosted. So this is 10 where it will be distributed, where you can distribute it. So all the major podcast platforms, like I said, Apple products, they have Google Podcasts, there's Spotify, and then you can also view more here. This is where it's talking about being sponsored by different brands. I know I saw where Squarespace was one of the sponsors. I think Cash App is one of the sponsors. So there's all different kind of name brand sponsors that are out there where you could have your podcast sponsored. And then that's a way to bring in some cash. So they have podcasts where you can basically have, if you want to have someone come on with you to like have a co-host for your podcast, you can do that. So multiple people can join at the same time. And they can be in anywhere in the world. So that's really cool. And it's still free. They'll give you analytics. Like I said, once they start, you start getting your podcast out there, it'll show you over time how your podcast is performing. You can record your podcast anywhere. It is available for the iOS and Android phone operating systems, and they also have an iPad or desktop web app for it for you to record if you want to do it on a computer. They have a nice little platform where you can basically build, your episodes and, just the layout of them, of how you want your episodes to be. You can rearrange segments. You can do transitions, or you can do voice messages from your listeners. So you can do all types of things. They have editing tools inside here. They have tools where you can, create different things. You could even, if you have a current podcast or current audio series outside of a podcast, you can also import them on here, especially if, maybe it's one that isn't making any money. If you wanted to, you can import them on here, and that way, you can connect with different brands and start creating your ads and, use that to, bring in money that way as well. So they just have a variety of different things that, as you can see here, you can do with Anchor. So it has voice messages, has a library, all different kind of things that you can do in Anchor. You can transcribe videos. So just a really, really seems really, really cool. I actually heard about this from my sister actually. And it seems like a really, really cool thing to do. I never really thought of starting a podcast, but I think it might be something maybe in my near future. I don't know. But this is something definitely to explore if you're interested in, doing podcasts. I'm going to click the money episode right here because it might have more things that shows about the sponsorship. So here, this is where you can activate the sponsorships and you can see how it works. So it says they match you with sponsors. You record ads in your own voice. You choose where in your episodes you want to include those ads, and you get paid when people listen to your podcast. So you can get matched, and basically just takes you through, how the ads would work, just explaining things more in full like that, and including ads in your episodes and get paid right into your bank account. So really, really cool. Click out of there. Right here. It says you can activate listener support. So you can accept monthly recurring donations directly from your listeners. So that's really cool. Say maybe if you're raising money for something, maybe a specific organization, that's maybe a good somewhere that something that you could do, raising money. This gives different tips about increasing your revenue. Of course, the more people that listens to your podcast, that's, those are the people that will be seeing or hearing rather the different sponsored ads, and that's how you get paid. But just have some really helpful information about the sponsorships and how that works. I was trying to find the list of different sponsors that they had. Oh, maybe it's here. 1 second. Okay. Oh, we just clicked there. Okay. So I'm not able to find that list right now, but they do have a list somewhere of the different sponsors that were available. Let me see if I can find that really quickly here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you on my phone how it looks like on the phone, so that you can see, and also so I can show you these sponsors. So I'm going to jump on my phone. Okay, so this is not necessarily the app, so this is just the website on my phone, because I already had it pulled up over here about the different sponsors, that some of the sponsors that they have already using Anchor. So they have Baboon, they have Cash App, there's Citizenary, Dirty Lemon, Living Proof, RO, I believe that's how it's pronounced, SeatGeek, Squarespace, and they have more. So definitely there's a couple of sponsors that I've definitely heard of before, but just really cool way to, if you're interested in having a podcast, a really great way to get started and start making some money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you enjoy hearing different ways of how you can make money online, and just different resources for your life, go ahead and subscribe to my channel here, and also give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.